a sudden inspiration. It woke me up last night.
I'm not even gonna ask.
I have been studying the magnetic fields in here, but you are probably not interested.
No, you're right, we're not. I am.
Oh, okay. This island has some pretty weird magnetic anomalies, and it's strongest right here in the moon. Take a look. And the effects get even more powerful in relation to the moon, the tides, the alignment of the planets.
Ooh.
It could have enormous implications, Rikki.
Or it could be really boring. Look, Lewis, we'd love to stay, but it's really important to stay awake while I'm in the water. So, see ya. Coming? Yeah, I should probably go too.
Okay.
Lewis? Good luck. Don't look now. Pretend we didn't notice him. That would be rude. Lewis! Hey.
Hey, guys. There is something in this.
Great. We'll see you later.
You're going to want to hear this.
Pretty sure I won't.
Pretty sure you will.
Rikki! Hear him out, please. This better be good.
Okay. There is a connection, and I'm not the first person to look at planetary cycles on Mako. 50 years ago, someone did the same kind of research as me.
Okay, mildly interesting.
According to this article, someone by the name of Max Hamilton did work on planetary influence and tides in 1957. I'd love to get a copy of his work. I've searched the whole net, but it was just never put online.
Do you mind? Is that a Max K. Hamilton?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Online directory. There's his address.
He's living right here on the coast. Guys, this is brilliant. I'll talk to you later. Hey.
How you going there?
Catching anything? Wow. Never caught bream this size along here?
I'll give you a tip. Stay left of the rip, about 50 metres along. It's privileged information, by the way.
I was wondering if you knew the guy that lived up in that house?
I do, as a matter of fact.
Oh, you do?
Top fella.
Do you know where I might find him?
Standing right next to you. Max Hamilton.
No way. You're him. I need to ask you something about your research on Mako Island.
What research?
The research you did in 1957.
I'm afraid you got me confused with someone else.
You're Max Hamilton, same as on the research. You're studying the effects of lunar cycles on Mako Island.
You're mistaken. Sorry.
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Cleo, I'm glad I caught you. I just found Max Hamilton.
Wow. That's great.
I'm onto something really big here.
What exactly does he know?
I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to find out. He was friendly as anything until I mentioned Mako. Then he clammed right up.
Lewis, be careful. I've got a bad feeling about this. He could be dangerous.
It's fine. He was doing the same research I am, that's all.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
Cleo! He doesn't know anything about you. I'll make sure of that, okay? Come on, when have I ever let you down?
Crazy. have more luck if you cast off along the other end of the jetty. Let the lure drift down with the tide.
Didn't think I'd see you again. How'd you find me?
I'll give it a try. Who was that girl I saw you with yesterday at the juice bar?
Why are you following me?
I'm guessing that she's your girlfriend.
Her name's Cleo, and no, she is not my girlfriend.
What do you know about the locket round the neck?
Nothing. Why, is there something I should know?
Pity we don't trust each other more.
Why is that?
I'll just say I did have some research on Mako Island. That's the sort of thing I could only show to someone I trusted.
You can trust me.
I'd need to see the locket first.
Not possible.
You know where to find me.
Thanks for the fish, Lewis. That's really thoughtful.
Yeah, well, I had a good morning. Oh, you know how you said one of the hinges on your locket was loose?
Yeah.
You should probably get it fixed before it falls off.
I guess you're right. I'll put it on my to-do list.
Or I could get it fixed for you if you'd like.
Really? You sure?
I'd like to. I could have it back to you this afternoon.
Okay. Thanks, Lewis.
It's been such a long time. I knew I recognized it.
How?
I ought to be able to. I made it. 50 years ago. I made 3 in total, each one slightly different.
One of the hinges is a bit loose.
Huh. Yeah, I can fix that.
Why did you make 3?
One for each girl. This one's my favorite. I made it for someone special.
A girl?
Not a girl, the girl. But you know about that already. Cleo.
I told you she's not my girlfriend. She was once, but we were just kids then. So how do you know when she's the one?
She's the person who can't stop smiling when she first sees you.
Hey, what about the trust thing? You're going to tell me everything you knew about Mako.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you know?
Everything. Later at the jetty. I'll share it all with you. Trust me.
Hi, Lewis.
Hi. Have I ever told you you've got a great smile? Your locket's being fixed by a real specialist.
So, where's Charlotte today? I would have thought you two would be hanging out.
She's doing her own thing. We are still individuals, you know.
Right.
Actually, I was thinking of heading out to Mako. Maybe I'll see you out there if you happen to be close by.
I'm really busy, Lewis.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'd better be going, but I'll see you soon. Maybe.
Lewis, there you are. I've been looking everywhere.
Yeah, I've been really busy.
Lewis, I haven't seen you in ages. I've really been missing you. Thought maybe we could spend some time together today?
Yeah, that sounds really good, Charlotte. But I'm sorry, I just haven't got any time. Sorry.
Lewis!
I used to have a boat just like this when I was young.
Yeah?
What say you and I take a trip out to Mako Island?
Mako Island? No.
Lewis, I know what you're after out there. I know you want this. It's my research, all of it. Take me out to Mako right now and it's all yours.
All aboard. Right, we're here, so give me a look at your research. Max. Max.
Hasn't changed a bit.
Hey, where are you going? Come on, Max, I thought we had a deal.
She was so beautiful. So beautiful.
Max, hey! It's dangerous up there. Oh no.
Cleo.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
Cleo, this is Max.
What's going on, Lewis?
He fell in accidentally.
It hasn't changed.
You know this place?
Oh, we used to come here all the time. So what are you doing here, Cleo?
I came to meet Lewis. We come here quite a lot.
Really? How did you get here? I didn't notice any boats.
A friend dropped me off. I came in a few minutes before you two did.
That's funny. Didn't see you up top anywhere.
I swam in.
All that way. Underwater. Remarkable. It's quite magical, the water here. Don't you think? I had to know. I'm sorry.
What do you want?
Nothing. I just needed to be sure. Please stay. I don't mean you any harm. Please. I didn't know I could still feel this way.
Which way?
Excited. But you're not the first mermaid I've ever seen, you know.
You knew Miss Chatham.
Louise, Julia, and Gracie. We were the best of friends. But I knew they were hiding something from me, so one day I followed them. I was the first one to know their secret. The others didn't like it. But Gracie was glad I finally knew. She felt relieved. Gracie was the one for me. We were so happy together.
They were happy to be mermaids.
Oh, sometimes. It was hardest for Gracie. I tried all I could to find out how this had happened. Just for Gracie, if not for the other two. She found it the most difficult. I didn't understand how hard it was for her at the time. Promised her I could help her, but she knew all I had were theories.
How did Gracie cope? How did she learn to deal with it?
She didn't. More and more, she just wanted to be an ordinary girl again. There was nothing I could do or say to help her. She started pushing me away. I tried to show her how much I loved her. I made the lockets, one for each of the girls, hoping it would help her to embrace what she'd become. Just to be part of something special with Julia and Louise. But it didn't work for long. Gracie said being around me only reminded her that she was no longer human. She threw the locket into the pool.
And that's where Emma found it. Where Gracie threw it.
They've been there undisturbed for 50 years.
So, what happened to Gracie? Max? What happened?
I lost her. I need to leave now.
Max. The breakup. Was it because she was a mermaid?
No, it was all my fault.
Whatever it was, it couldn't have been your fault. People can do things they don't understand at the time. Then realize too late it's a mistake.
I'm sorry to trick you before Cleo. Your secret's safe with me. Please, I need to leave.
You okay?
You and Cleo. You remind me of Gracie and me. I can tell when two people should be together.
It's easier for Cleo this way. She told me.
And you believed her. Lewis, I should never have let Gracie push me away. I'd hate to see the same thing happen to you. Here. It's all fixed. Give it back to her and don't let her go.
Hey.
Hi. Max gave me this. It's all his research on mermaids. I bet there's some amazing stuff in here.
Wow, that's great.
Oh, he also gave me this. All fixed. Max did it.
Thanks, Lewis. I really appreciate it. So, did Max say anything after I left?
Not much. Anyway, I've got a heap of reading to do, so I should probably get going, but I will see you soon.
Yeah, maybe. So you really think there's anything in this stuff?
Max was getting close to something.
Why didn't he just tell you what he knows?
That's not how scientists work.
So, how do old crackpots work?
Guys, something in here is going to confirm my own research. The moon's gravitational pull on Mako Island, the alignment of the planets, magnetic anomalies. Stuff about how you became mermaids. And all of this is telling me I'm on the right track.
Hey, look at this.
That must be Max.
That's crazy. They're so sweet. She was just like us. Hello? Hi, Charlotte. I'll just get him for you.
Charlotte.
You were meant to meet me here half an hour ago. The juice net.
Ah, that's right. Sorry, Oh, you should have called me. Ah, yeah, I turned it off. I've been working on something really important.
Lewis, how much longer are you going to be?
Probably another half an hour and then I'll... Or I can leave straight away. Yep. Okay, bye. I'll go through this later. Of course, I want to see you. I lost track of time.
What were you doing at Cleo's that made you lose track of time? Lewis, can't you see how this makes me feel?
How what makes you feel?
You spend all your time with them. 3 girls. Think I wasn't your girlfriend?
Charlotte, we've been through this. They are just my friends.
Yeah. It makes me feel weird.
Well, it shouldn't. I'm working on a project with them and I got caught up. You know how I am when I get caught up?
Project. What project?
Oh, it's a holiday sort of thing. Ooh, I'm thirsty. Do you want a juice? Do you want another juice?
was half an hour late. So what?
She might have been worried about him.
Calling your boyfriend on his ex-girlfriend's phone is not being worried. That's being paranoid.
Well, this looks interesting.
What's that?
Some old film they used to shoot home movies on. Hey, it looks like Max fishing off the beach.
Like in our films. Fascinating.
I've got to go. My shift starts soon.
Hey, only 5 minutes early for your shift. You're slipping. Hey, what are you doing after work? I thought, I don't know, we could go for a swim?
I've got to meet the girls.
Well, how about after that? Because I've got all afternoon off. And don't tell me you can't swim. I heard you were a local champion.
I've kind of moved on from that.
I'm not saying we attempt a world record or anything. Maybe just hang out at the beach.
Sorry. Swimming's not really my thing anymore. I don't like it.
Why? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Is it serious?
Yeah, it was pretty life-changing. You don't go through something like that without making some big decisions.
So now, you and Water...
I don't touch it. I don't go near it. Like I said, it's not really my thing, okay?
Okay. Hey. Thanks for sharing that with me.
Yeah.
Cleo, someone's at the door!
I need to see Cleo. Lewis has been spending a lot of time with you lately.
Yeah, you're right.
So what's this project that you're working on?
Project?
Oh, this old bag stuff. We found this at the market and Lewis is just helping us sort through it all.
It's just full of old weather reports and astrological maps. Lewis loves that kind of thing.
Nerds like him seem to think this stuff is gold. No offense.
It's just some research he's helping us with.
Sorry, I must seem really paranoid.
Really? No.
I just really needed to know.
I totally understand.
Well, anyway, thanks. I really appreciate you being so cool about it. Where did you get that?
Oh, that was just with the rest of the junk.
Well, what's so special about it?
No reason. It's just such a pretty picture.
It's my grandmother.
What?
Her name was Gracie. Why do you have a picture of my grandmother?
Charlotte recognized it was Gracie in a second.
She took the photo with her.
And you let her?
Well, how could we say no?
Do you think she knows about her grandmother?
This is really, really bad.
Guys, just hold on a second, okay? There's no way Charlotte can possibly know anything.
How do you know that?
Well, you guys have kept being a mermaid a secret from your families. Gracie probably did too.
Or maybe not.
Lewis, find out what she knows.
Find out what she knows. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to interrogate her?
If that's what it takes, I don't mind.
Well, I'm not going to. You guys are just overreacting.
Why are you taking her side?
I'm not taking anyone's side.
Yes, you are. I thought you were meant to be helping us, not her.
Lewis, you think you've got Charlotte worked out, but you have to admit, this is really weird.
I'm sure there's just a simple explanation.
Maybe, maybe not. Think about it. How well do you really know Charlotte?
I can see the resemblance.
I don't remember her very well. She died when I was 6. I just remember little snippets. She used to tell me bedtime stories about the sea, and mermaids and things.
Really?
She was different from anyone else I've ever met.
What do you mean?
No. She just had this way about her. Felt like we had a connection, you know?
Has your mum talked much about her?
No, they weren't that close. She said I cried for months after Grandma died. I just remember feeling really sad. Such a freaky coincidence. Cleo having this photo.
Coincidences are part of the fabric of the universe. Well, let's get out of here. Let's go and do something fun.
Lewis, the locket.
What?
Cleo, Rikki, and Emma wear the same locket that my grandmother wore.
Ah, there's a similarity.
They're exactly the same. Don't you think that's bizarre?
Not really. I bet everybody wore them back then. I bet you they were mass-produced. And Cleo and the girls, they love that antique stuff.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Glad you came.
Ash, we've been through this.
I know, but we're not going anywhere near the water. There's no one around, it's just you and me.
I'm going home.
Wait! Come on, we'll stay on the sand, I promise.
Promise?
Promise. Come on. It's just me.
Okay, just for a minute.
See? Feels good, doesn't it?
Sure. Can we go now?
Just yet. You know, you're different from most girls.
Yeah, I am.
There's a lot more to you than people think. You're very mysterious.
Is that what you like about me?
Maybe. Maybe not. You gotta admit, you're pretty closed up. It can be kind of annoying.
Is this you trying to be romantic? Because I've got to tell you it's not working.
I know you're afraid of something.
I am not.
There you are. I mean, look, something so simple as standing next to the water and you're shaking.
It's a little windy down here.
Emma, you don't have to be afraid. Whatever happened, happened. You can't change that.
Believe me, I know. And I'm okay with that.
No, you're not. And it's okay to be scared. We can get over this.
What?
Here we go.
Ash, what are you doing?
Okay.
Ash, no! Turn around,
It's
please!
okay. It's okay.
Ash, no! Ash!
Ready?
Ash, no!
Em, just trust me, okay?
Take me back now!
It's just a bit of water, okay?
Ash, no! Take me back now!
Okay. All right. Hey, I'm sorry. I was just trying to help. What does this mean?
I don't know.
You know, Em, whatever it is, you can tell me.
Sure about that?
Yes, I want to help you.
You really want to know?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Maybe some other time.
I don't know what to tell you. Your grandmother was what people called a free spirit. She lived in her own world. She was very much into her art, which I think is where you get it from.
So, why would there be a photo of her and a pile of old stuff at a market?
She did modelling when she was about your age. She did fashion and swimwear.
So, it wouldn't be that unusual, a photo of her turning up?
No. There are plenty of old photo stalls at the markets.
What about jewellery? What did she like?
She had very particular taste.
So she wouldn't wear stuff that, say, everyone else was wearing?
That would guarantee she wouldn't wear it. Everything had to be handcrafted, you know, unique.
What about that locket?
I don't ever remember seeing that.
Are you sure you've got time for this?
I need to test Max's research.
But Charlotte...
Charlotte doesn't know anything.
So she's just going to forget about the whole Gracie thing?
Gracie kept us a secret too. She's not even curious. There is nothing to worry about.
Hello? Can I see Cleo?
She's not here.
I came by because we're working on a project together.
I'll tell her to call you.
Well, I need the stuff urgently. Don't suppose I could just go up to her room and get it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Cleo would probably hate someone going into her room while she wasn't there. Wouldn't she?
Yeah. She would hate it. So what sort of project is it?
Oh, it's a history assignment. There must be more.
You haven't looked over here yet. What's this?
Yeah, that's what I'm after. Thanks.
Hey, I'm really sorry I pressured you yesterday. I shouldn't have done that. I didn't realize how big of an issue it was for you.
It's okay, Ash. Actually, you made me think about a few things. I realized you care and I appreciate that.
Really?
Yeah.
Great. Let's think about the pool next time.
What's all that about? Nothing I can't handle.
Mum, do we have an old projector?
No, we don't. Why? I haven't seen one of those in years. Where'd you get that?
Just from a friend. Some old family movies, I think. We really want to see what's on it.
Well, you just get it transferred to DVD. One left.
Why is my door open? And where's the old film gone?
I never touched anything in your room.
Well, stuff's missing and you're the only one that's been home.
Well, why would I want to take any of that junk anyway?
She's got a point. Why would she take it? Because she's Kim. What did you do with it?
I already told you, it wasn't me. Someone else must have taken it.
You let someone else into my room?
Maybe.
All right, you've had your fun. Squirt out with it.
Okay. It was Charlotte.
What?
She wanted stuff for your project.
What project?
How should I know?
Charlotte took the film.
Yeah, but why? It's just of Max fishing, isn't it?
Charlotte's got a film.
It could be nothing. Just home movies, we think.
So you've seen it?
The first part. We didn't have a projector, so we just left it there. It didn't seem important. Lewis, she broke into my room and stole it. You said she was cool.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's not like she can watch it, right? You can't really play one of those old films on a DVD player.
Unless she gets it transferred to disc.
You don't think we should have gone back there, do you? No way. The further away we are from her, the better I feel. Don't worry. Lewis will fix it.
Come on, there is no such thing as mermaids.
Lewis, you saw the film with your own eyes.
This is crazy.
She always used to tell me stories about the sea. Now I know why.
Why? Because she's a mythical sea creature? I don't think so.
I always knew she was different. I always knew she was special. Now it all makes sense. I just wish I could have spent more time with her.
So that's what this is all about.
What?
Well, you miss her. You miss her so much that you broke into Cleo's room, you stole the film, just so you could learn more about her.
And look what I found. She was a mermaid.
Mermaids, they aren't real. Charlotte, all you have is an old film with some kids fooling around. It's a joke. It has to be.
Yeah, maybe.
Good. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah, but what if it was real? What would that make me?
It doesn't make you anything. Come on.
But what if it was real?
So she thinks mermaids are real.
Possibly, yes. But come on, she has no reason to suspect you guys.
Apart from the fact that we had pictures of her grandmother, the mermaid, as well as the film.
Okay, well, apart from that...
Lewis, you're gonna have to stop her.
Yeah. But that's gonna be harder than you think.
There he is.
Hey guys, what's up?
You need to get rid of this.
That's all of Max's research. I'm not gonna get rid of it.
Yes, you are. Thanks to you, Charlotte's already seen a mermaid. We don't want her finding out anything else.
It wasn't my fault. She found it.
No, you're right. You know what? Why don't we just burn it? Em, I'm okay with that. Cleo.
God, guys. Look, I'm only halfway through it. They're highly valuable, detailed documents.
About mermaids? Lewis, she can't find out about us.
Still so much to learn.
It's too dangerous. It has to go.
Okay. Why don't I just give it all back to Max? It'll be safer for him that way. Okay?
I can't stop thinking about mermaids.
Charlotte, we've been through this. It's just a costume. Mermaids aren't real.
Yeah, I know. But hey, check these out. I printed them from that old movie that I found. They look like they were having so much fun.
You're really not going to let this go, are you? Okay, well, come on. Why is it so important?
I just want to know who she was, that's all.
Okay, well, I think you're looking for something that isn't there.
What about all those old stories she used to tell me? About the sea?
That's all they were. They were just stories. Didn't people say she was a bit crazy?
He knows. He knows everything.
He's just some guy, and he could be anywhere by now.
His name's Max.
Right. Well, and how do you know that?
Found it on the back of one of Gracie's old sketches. It has to be him. To Max, all my love, Gracie. She must have drawn it for him and then something happened and she never had the chance to give it to him. Isn't that so romantic?
Yeah, I suppose.
I have to find him. Can you help me?
No, I can't. Don't you understand that it's not real? You're making out like it's some huge conspiracy. It's not. It's nothing. Take it, Max. Please.
I gave that to you for good reason, to help you.
Actually, it's done the opposite. Someone found it and, they took the film.
You meant to keep it safe.
It wasn't my fault.
Lucas, have you any idea what you've done? You were supposed to keep the mermaids a secret.
I know. The person that took it, she is looking for something.
She?
Yes, and she's not the type to just give up. Just be careful, okay? And take it, Max. Take it.
I need to talk to you.
You got me mixed up with someone else.
No, I don't think so. You're Max?
Do I know you?
No. Well, we've never met.
No, I can't talk now. I've got to get these fish into the freezer.
Do you recognise this? It's you. When you were young, see? You know who this is, don't you?
I've never seen her before in my life. Bye-bye.
No, you knew Gracie. You were in love. You knew everything about her, didn't you?
Sorry, you're mistaken.
Please, I need to know. She was my grandmother. And I'm not leaving until you tell me everything.
So, Cleo, full moon tonight. Have you got the house organised?
What? I thought we were going to hang out at your place this month.
No, that was last month. Please don't tell me you didn't get the house to yourself.
I didn't get the house to myself.
She told you not to say that.
Go on. Ask him. Dad, I was wondering what you were doing tonight because Emma and Rikki...
Sorry, Cleo. Middle of the week. No friends over on a school night.
Don't worry. I'll wear him down.
You remind me of her, you know, your grandmother.
Really? Mum says we don't really look alike. We have different eyes, different hair.
It's not that. It's your manner, the way you speak, the way you...
The way I what?
Well, let's just say that both of you never give up when you really want something.
Stubborn. Yeah, I've been told that before.
And that's a good thing. That's a quality to be admired. Don't let anybody tell you different.
When I was little, she used to tell me a lot of stories about the sea. Most people said she was just crazy.
She wasn't crazy.
Yeah. She drew this for you. I think she wanted you to have it.
Thanks.
Tell me. Is this true? Is she really a mermaid?
Yes, she really was a mermaid. A very beautiful mermaid.
I don't believe this. Charlotte knows about Max.
Well, she found out his name, that's all.
What if she tries to find him, Lewis?
She won't.
What if she does? What if he blabs?
He won't blab. Okay, I gave him back all of his research. He won't talk to anyone.
Are you absolutely sure?
Trust me, I know Max, and he is a tough nut to crack.
I hope you're right, Lewis. So, what are we going to do about the full moon?
I'll keep working on Dad. Don't worry.
Well, we've still got a couple of hours. Who's up for a swim?
You don't think that's a little bit risky just before a full moon?
Don't be such a nana. Come on.
She was a pretty good artist, your grandmother. And she had a great sense of humour, too. Very impulsive.
Yeah, I've got some more of her sketches at home.
You can't imagine what it was like being with her. Being part of the magic.
You're obviously very close.
She was the love of my life. She still is.
Even though she was a mermaid?
If anything, made me love her all the more.
That sounds wonderful. But how did all this happen?
Let's just say that in the right place, at the right time, magic happens.
It must have been so hard, keeping it a secret for so long.
You can't tell anyone about this.
Oh, don't worry, I won't. You lied to me, Lewis.
Sorry?
You knew all along
Knew what? Knew what?
that Gracie's a mermaid.
Charlotte, we've been through this. This is ridiculous. The film, I mean, look, it's obviously a fake.
I've talked to Max. He told me everything about him and Gracie, about how he kept it a secret all this time. I know all of it.
How did you find him?
Saw you with him.
You followed me.
I knew you were up to something. With that old satchel, the one I saw you give to Max. Lewis, you knew my grandmother was a mermaid. Why would you keep that a secret from me?
Charlotte, I can't tell you anything.
Do you still want to be with me, Lewis?
Yes.
Well, then why can't you just be honest? Why are you still lying to me? No more lies, Lewis. No more cover-ups. Just tell me what is going on.
I can't.
I thought so.
Charlotte, wait.
Leave me alone.
The best thing about being a mermaid is going slow over the reef. Are you kidding? Going fast is so much better. Listen to you two. You sound like you're on some corny TV commercial. It's getting late. We better get back. Now we've got time. Actually, I want to call Lewis, just in case we need his help. You know, with the moon.
Cleo, it's a school night, remember?
Yeah, I know, but Dad, it's really important.
Really? Tell me, what's so important about tonight?
Well, it's a full moon. Just go with me on this.
A full moon?
Yeah, we're doing a school project on the moon. And we need to be together tonight. Right, guys?
Right. That sounds like something you do for astronomy. You don't study astronomy.
I do biology. That's close enough. Please, Dad. We need to be together. You don't want us to fail, do you?
Oh, you're not going to give me this kind of trouble when you're 16, are you?
Probably.
Thanks, Dad.
Guys, we really need to talk.
Don't tell me. You're here for the full moon, right?
Bad news. There's nothing I could do. Charlotte followed me when I went to take Maxie's research back.
What? Lewis, this is all your fault. You and that stupid research.
I'm sorry. I thought he'd keep quiet. Guys, come on. I was positive he wouldn't say anything. I mean, he's kept this a secret for 50 years.
But he couldn't keep it a secret from Charlotte.
I guess not.
So where is she now? Have you spoken to her?
Not exactly. We kind of had a fight. And now she's not talking to me. She's not at home. I call her, she won't answer. I don't know where she is.
Then we've got to find her.
Rikki, wait. The full moon's nearly up. You guys can't go anywhere.
Lewis, we've got to do something. She's out there and she knows about mermaids. We've got to find her.
And do what? Em, and say what?
Wait a minute. She doesn't know about us, does she?
No, she didn't say anything about you guys.
Are you sure?
Yes, Max just told her about Gracie.
Is that all?
Yes. Otherwise, she would have said something. She doesn't know you guys are mermaids. Just relax.
Relax.
Look, Cleo, I'm really sorry about all this.
I know. I have to ask. Are you okay?
Yeah, sure. It's just hard on you. It's hard on Rikki. It's hard on Emma.
No. I mean you. Are you okay?
No. No, I'm not.
It's okay. You can tell me.
It's just, today with Charlotte, I didn't know what to say.
She can be very persistent.
Relentless. We almost broke up.
Almost.
I don't know how long I can do this for. I'm keeping all this a secret. I feel like I'm lying to her. No, I am. I am lying to her. It was never going to work out with Charlotte, was it? I'm just such an idiot.
Lewis, don't be so hard on yourself. You're a great guy.
Thanks. You've always been easy to talk to. I miss that.
Yeah, me too. But Lewis, you really need to talk to her.
Yeah. Okay, I will. See you tomorrow?
Sure.
In the right place, at the right time, magic happens.
Wake up, sleepyheads. The full moon's over and nothing happened.
For once.
Does anyone else find that a little odd? I mean, the magic usually hits one of us.
Hey, we didn't turn into half-crazed zombies of the night. I don't know about you, but I'm okay with that.
Well, I'd better get ready. Hey, do you think I should wear my hair up or down today? Like, which suits me better?
All right, what happened with you and Lewis last night?
Nothing. Why?
Charlotte, about yesterday, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
Okay, we need to talk. There is something...
You know, I was always a little bit jealous of how much time you used to spend with Cleo. I tried not to be, but I was. But I never understood why you spent so much time with Rikki and Emma too.
Well, that's because we're all good friends. We've got a lot of history together.
History? Don't you mean secrets?
Yes. Yes, you're right. Charlotte, you deserve someone who can be honest with you, okay? And I think it's time that we both admit the truth. I think you and I should...
It's okay, Lewis. We don't have to have secrets anymore. I understand why you've had to lie to me all this time. From now on, you don't have to worry.
Charlotte, I
want to show you something.
Charlotte? Charlotte?